Hey, 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 hey. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Hey, everyone. Apologies for being late, but I always have a good excuse. I always have a good excuse. I was working on another video. I was literally working on another video that we just dropped talking about Nene leaks. So be sure to check that out when you get a chance. Just dropped a new video. If your notifications are on, then you already saw it. This is a special live because, as you know, Real Housewives of Potomac didn't air last night. We also didn't get Married to Medicine. What we had was the Super Bowl. Who won? Oh, wait, I know. The Chiefs. The Chiefs won. Congratulations, Kansas City. Congratulations, Kansas City. Whatever that means. I know everyone's happy, though, right? In Kansas City. You know who's really, really, really happy? All right, enough of that. You know who's really, really happy? Taylor Swift and her contract boyfriend, Travis Kelce. Woohoo! I'm so glad that we have a breakup I'm glad to report on a breakup, but I'm not heartbroken over this breakup because I don't believe that it was a real relationship. I believe that this was a plan that Todd set up for them to come with us with the BS for an entire season and then bring it on to our other favorite show, The Traitors. So we got to talk about Larsa and Marcus Jordan breaking up. We could talk a little bit about Nene. I will be dropping the call-in link for you guys to call in and share your thoughts. I love it when we get a little break and we don't have to talk about Potomac or Married to Medicine. What is that saying about the show? Probably not a lot. Probably not a lot. But we have to talk about that. But we also have to talk about Beyonce made an announcement yesterday that we have another album coming. Another album. And it's country inspired? We're going to talk about that variety. Country inspired? No, it's country music. All right. So Beyonce announced yesterday, taking all the shine from Usher. Oh, damn. We could talk about that too. We have to talk about that. And we can talk about some other stuff. It's a day of hot topics, guys. Let's get into it now.
Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead, just watch the shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool.
Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, don't forget you can take us on the go by downloading our podcast, Kempire, on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. While you're there, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. 5-star rating because, it matters. Just saying, if you didn't know, now you know. Now you know. Happy Monday, guys. Did you guys have Super Bowl parties? I didn't have a Super Bowl party. We were live on TikTok and then we weren't. NFL was cracking down. They didn't want us to be great. But earlier in the day, we were watching The Traitors, the first 3 episodes together. So that was fun. But yeah, I didn't do much of anything on Sunday besides do some laundry. And what else did I do? Of course, plotting and planning because, Friday we will be live in Washington, D.C. for our second show from the Kempire After Dark live tour. So that is going to be fun, lots of fun. I would tell you go get your tickets, but we're sold out. Look. Yay. Yay. Look, yay. Maybe woo-woo-woo for you. Anyways. But yeah, so it was the 49ers versus the Chiefs. So the Chiefs ended up winning in overtime. How did I know? I listened to the news. I didn't watch the game. I watched a little bit of the game waiting for the Usher concert to start. Okay? But look, good for them. I mean, they were projected to win regardless. I was kind of tired of them constantly showing Taylor Swift and her posse. I was like, all right, who cares? Like, we know she's there. Show me Beyonce. They did show Beyonce, and Beyonce just sitting there casually drinking her water while we're all here like, Beyonce's coming out with a new album? Because a lot of people did not expect for that to happen so quickly. We will get into the Beyonce of it all in just a second. Because I want to say congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs and all the fans. All right? Congratulations. Congratulations to Taylor Swift. Your stock continues to climb because now you have this man that is truly successful and is willing to put you out there and be the boyfriend and all this other good stuff. He's going to come right back to this side. For those that don't know, Travis's ex-girlfriends, not one, girlfriends do not look like Taylor Swift. I'm just going to say it like that. They don't. All right? So y'all invited him to the cookout. I don't know. No, honestly, I would invite him to the cookout because I forgot what they said. It was during a press conference, and this is paraphrasing. It was during a press conference. They were talking about, they made it seem as if he came up with the fade that he had. And he was like, y'all really trying to set me up on February 1st? So he knows you're invited to the cookout, Travis. You're invited to mine because I can't invite you to other people. You're invited. I was like, look at you being self-aware. Because they were talking about like his fade, like he invented the fade. I was looking at the people in the media. Anyways. So, Travis, you're invited. You can bring the ice that Justin Timberlake was supposed to bring, but we disinvited him. Anyways, he wasn't really invited. Justin Timberlake wasn't invited. He was just bringing the ice. Okay, you can bring the ice and you can actually have a drink. See, all of you could agree. Travis will be back. I think this is a contract situation. All right? Sidebar, speaking of contract situations, I know you think I'm going to go into Larsa. No, we're going to talk about Larsa's ex-best friend, Kim Kardashian. Because word on the street, more than likely that they were going to go public with their new relationship, Kim Kardashian and Odell Beckham. Now it's covering the sports and the hot topics. See, when they cross over into hot topics, this is when we talk about the sports. Apparently, Odell and Kim have been dating for a minute. But now they want to come forward. They were photographed, actually, I forgot where they were. I guess it was at the Super Bowl. Yeah, it was but like behind the scenes, you see her behind him. All right. Do you guys care about Odell Beckham and Kim Kardashian dating? Not really. I feel like every situation that the Kardashians get themselves in or the Jenners get themselves in, it's always for some sort of media situation. Like, I don't know if I don't remember the last genuine relationship any of these people had. Probably was Kanye and Kim. I feel like that was a genuine relationship that turned into something else. Sidebar. Did y'all know that Kanye has a new album out? Or what? Or it used to be out. I don't know if it came back out. But I put Kanye on a timeout, so I really don't report on Kanye. And that's the most you're going to hear from me in regards to Kanye. Look, that's it. But no, I say all that to say he had brought Northwest out on stage during one of his shows, and they have this song that she's on, and I have to say, look, it kind of makes me go like this. You know that Jay-Z gif? Every time I hear it, she sounds really adorable on it. All right. Saying all that to say, you know what else is I am the president of Eris Harris, her fan club. You know, T.I. and Tiny's baby girl, who they're starting to really put out there as a singer. She has a lot of talent. So, I'm the president of her fan club. So I say all that to say of the young ones coming out here. All right. We did get to see a sighting of Blue Ivy and Rumi at the Super Bowl. I feel like was it Rumi and what's the other one's name? Damn, Rumi and I want to say Saint, but that's not it. That's Kanye's child. Damn, What's the other baby's name? He never comes out. I think he's just not interested. Can you blame him? Rumi and why can't I think of his name? You guys will remind me in the live chat. Sir, thank you. Why can I remember that? Because Sir never leaves the house. What's Sir's sign? Oh, he's a Gemini, right? They're Geminis. Sir never leaves the house. He's not interested in any of the situation, which I don't blame him. Honestly, because I'm not interested in the situation either. Like, if I could be in the house, I'd be in the house. I love that the live chat is everyone's like, sir, 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 sir. Okay, sir. All right. So we got to see Blue Ivy and her greatness and her sister Rumi at the Super Bowl along with their parents. All right. I will get back into the Beyonce of it all in just a second. Speaking of the Super Bowl, the commercials are a big ticket item for the Super Bowl. It costs a lot to have an ad in the Super Bowl. All right. Did anyone notice, and I didn't even watch the Super Bowl chapter and verse, did anyone notice the amount of religious ads that were in it? I was like, what is going on with all these like religious ads? Which is fine, but I was like, what? And then it was like the cherry on top when I saw an ad for Scientology. I was like, what? Scientology? Are we still thinking that Scientology's legit? Oh, so we're just going to do a commercial. You know, they clearly have the money to afford a Super Bowl commercial. Really? I don't know how they have the money. Anytime I see Scientology abroad, when I go, because you know, I tell you guys, I always see like an empty Scientology building, no matter where I was in Amsterdam. When I was in Japan, I saw one. So I'm just like, really? Okay. All right. Whatever. Congratulations. Anyone else notice that? Did you have a favorite ad? My favorite ad had to be Beyonce. I didn't see all the ads, though. I say all that to say I did not see all of the ads, but the fact that we haven't heard from Beyonce in such a long time, and we get this Verizon ad, which you know they paid a pretty coin. I heard she got $30 million for that ad. How much did the ad cost itself? Because the ad looked expensive. That was probably my favorite ad, just because we rarely ever get to hear Beyonce speak anymore. Because y'all made fun of her, so she doesn't speak anymore. Honestly, if I was a Beyonce and I was a performer like that, I wouldn't speak either. Why am I speaking? Listen to my music. I speak through my music. But it was a cute ad, and it was an ad that announced her new music. We will get there. I'm not trying to get too quickly into the Beyonce of it all because I have a lot to say. All right? Guys, if you're just joining us, this is a special live show. Happy Monday. We're covering a bunch of hot topics, including, of course, the Super Bowl, Beyonce's announcement. But we also have to talk about the contract is up. Larsa and that man, Marcus Jordan, you know, his daddy's Michael Jordan. Apparently, they are no longer together. They have broken up. Larsa and Marcus Jordan, they're done. It's over. It's over for them. All right. Anything else to say? Okay, I will give you a little bit of what's been going on. So during Beyonce's show, well, not Beyonce's show. Damn, Usher. I'm so sorry, Usher. Well, during the Super Bowl, I already seen, for those that weren't necessarily paying attention to the Super Bowl, we saw that there was this information that Larsa had unfollowed Marcus Jordan, and then she had posted some cryptic IG stories. All right, so she unfollowed him, and then she also wiped her entire Instagram of his presence. And immediately when I saw that, I said, oh, the contract's up. The reunion's done. The season's done. They don't have to pretend anymore. Maybe the ratings for their iHeart radio podcast is failing, so they're like, we don't need to move forward. It's done. All right. So she posted this. Okay, let me first, she posted this. She says, should your friends unfollow your ex? This comes after people noticed that she had unfollowed Marcus and wiped her entire Instagram of Marcus's existence. All right. Question in the live chat: should your friends unfollow your ex? Well, if you remember the story of how these two got together, apparently they share mutual friends. And it sounds like Larsa is that type of friend where she's like, "Oh, I'm no longer with him. You need to stop being friends with him." I She's so immature. Like, how old is Larsa? Are we really posting that as a question? I mean, I think at this point in your life, if you both shared friends, you both will be able to navigate that easily. Depending, depending. It look, there's always maybe, well, depending on details, because if she found out that he was cheating and the friends knew and they helped cover it up, well, then that's a whole other situation. I don't know why you want to be friends with them. I don't know if that's what happened. I still believe that this relationship wasn't real. All right. Maybe not. All right. All right. So that wasn't it. She then posted this Instagram story. The man you choose to be, the man you choose to be your partner affects everything in your life: your mental health, your peace of mind, your love inside you, your happiness, how you get through tragedies, your successes, how your children will be raised, and much more. Choose wisely. Um, Remember this past season they were talking about possibly having babies because she froze her eggs on a season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I really don't care. But since we're doing a mashup of hot topics today, I said, oh, I'll talk about it. Do you care? Will you miss them together? Did you look up to them as couples goals? No. No. Thank you so much, Sharon, for the super chat. Sharon says, Sharon is very happy. Can you say repeat Super Bowl champs? Well, congratulations, Sharon, Miss Sharon. Happy, congratulations to those that are celebrating. The Chiefs won the Super Bowl. Trish, thank you so much for the super chat. Trish says, a guy at our party thought the foot washing ad was about toenail fungus. Ew. I did not watch all of the ads. Guys, if you're part of the replay crew, be sure to let us know your favorite ads from the Super Bowl. Again, my favorite so far was the Beyonce one, but we'll get back to that. All right. So Larkis, the couple formerly known as Larsa and Larkis, have officially broken up. I mean, based off of Larsa's Instagram, I'm just going to assume that they're broken up. And I'm kind of glad because I'm not that interested. I'm not interested in their storyline for next season. I'm sure maybe that'll be her storyline next season. Because remember, this entire season, it was more about, oh, I can't be away from Marcus. Now she's going through a breakup, so everyone's going to have to be there for her. Oh, Larsa. Okay, girl. I'm still loving Real Housewives of Miami. Miami is having a stellar season. But, girl. All right, moving on from there, let's talk about the Super Bowl. Specifically, the Super Bowl halftime show. Did you guys watch? How would you rate it? Did you think that it was great? I thought that it was great. I was actually really impressed that Usher, first of all, I already knew everyone was going to be reminded how incredible Usher's catalog is. And I was really, 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 really happy from, word on the street. Usher and his longtime girlfriend, Jenn, while in Vegas, got a marriage license. So congratulations to Usher. Apparently, he's going to, I think I knew he was dating this woman. I mean, he really keeps his relationships on the low. All right. But anyways, back to this. So Usher's performance, if you had to rate it from 1 to 10, I thought it was a great performance. I loved all the songs. I love the fact that his mic was fully on. And why it's even more impressive is because, as speaking from as a singer, performing at that level with that amount of anxiety and that amount of dancing that he was doing, okay, and singing full voice and sounding good, that takes a lot. That takes a lot of agility. That takes a lot of stamina. Not stamina. But it does. So he did a great job. I was really, really impressed. But at the same time, after rewatching it, because a lot of the Super Bowls, you end up thinking, will I go back and watch this again? Like the Beyonce one, I watched it. Even the Rihanna one. A lot of people criticize Rihanna's as being kind of like, she didn't really bring a lot. We also found out that she was pregnant at the time. But also people say that Rihanna's not that kind of performer anyway. But I have to say, everything that was happening around Rihanna was very memorable. And then, of course, a lot of people kept on recreating it in funny ways and in really spectacular ways on social media for weeks afterwards. So I have to say, looking at Usher's, probably my favorite part was when he came out with the roller skates and he's singing. So, of course, Usher had a few guests. He definitely had a few guests. So I'll tell you this in regards to how it started for those that may have forgotten. All right. So he started off with Caught Up. All right. Then he went into You Don't Have to Call. Then he went into Superstar. Again, singing live. Then he did Love in This Club. And then he brought out Alicia Keys. I saw a comment on social media as I was going through, people commenting on the Super Bowl halftime show. Someone says Usher's mic was on. However, unfortunately, so was Alicia Keys. Here's the thing. I'm going to twerk on the fence when it comes to the whole situation with Alicia Keys. Because Alicia Keys' voice has definitely changed over the years. I don't know if it's just abuse or just issues with her vocal cords. I don't know. Of course, when she started, first of all, it was beautiful. How it started, before she even said a word. When they show you that overshot of this big, beautiful red train behind her, and she's playing the piano, and all you see is the train just flowing, and then it flies off of her, and then she cracks on that note. Look, I've seen Alicia Keys live. Her voice has changed. It's not as strong as it used to be. However, when you see her in concert, this is the reason why Alicia's still able to tour. She knows how to pull back during her live shows. I feel like these one-off appearances that she does on, performances like this do not highlight how good her touring is. But yeah, that wasn't great. Her entire performance wasn't necessarily great. But a lot of people started talking about how inappropriate the interaction between Alicia Keys and Usher was at the Super Bowl. Because, they have their song, My Boo. So a lot of people said this is inappropriate for, a married woman and basically almost nearly married man to be interacting like this. All right? So a lot of people thought that it was inappropriate, the way that they were interacting during the Super Bowl performance. And I disagree. Because we have to remember, I know they're not actors, but they are performers. And they're performing a song, My Boo. So I took them as performing. Did I kind of go, that's an interesting for him to go behind her like that? Okay. However, Swiss Beats, Alicia Keys' husband, that she, used to be friends with when he was married to someone else. And then she took him from Mashonda. I'm going to ignore that. So Swiss Beats posted this on Instagram because a lot of people were having comments, all right, in regards to, the interaction between Alicia and Usher during this performance. Okay? So he says, y'all talking about the wrong damn thing. Y'all don't see the amazing dress covering the entire stadium. Tonight's performance was nothing but amazing with two amazing giants. Congrats, Usher, and my love, Alicia Keys. That song is a classic. We don't do negative vibes on this side. We make history. Go see Giants at the Brooklyn Museum. It's open until July. It's blessed. See, this is he's smart because we wouldn't be talking about that, even though I do want to go see it at the Brooklyn Museum. There are art collections there. He's smart though because people want to hear what he has to say in regards to the murmurs about them, and he's promoting. He's still promoting. All right. I mean, look, how did you guys feel about Alicia Keys' performance? It was short, though. I thought she might come out and do a little bit more. Remember, he got an extra 2 minutes to perform, even though I don't think he hit 15 minutes exactly. But anyways, saying all that to say, all right. So she performed a little bit of If I Ain't Got You, then it went into My Boo. And let me tell you something. What the hell was Jermaine Dupri wearing? What was Jermaine Dupri wearing? No, look. No Jermaine Dupri slander. Because let me tell you something. If you look at this man's catalog with the people that he's produced and worked with over the years, I give nothing but respect to Jermaine Dupri. But then rewatching this performance, I was like, what in the hell is Jermaine Dupri wearing? Is that his version of being like a conductor? I don't know. I thought that was interesting. All right. See, Sexy Nessa says, no, he did 13. It was a little bit over 13 minutes. But they said he was getting an extra 2 minutes. And I was like, what happened? Unless he, at the last minute, took some songs out. It's very possible. It's very possible. Yeah, it was like a little bit over 13 minutes. So JD comes out. And then, of course, he gets the whole music going for Confessions. And let me tell you, I have to say, it really brought me back to a time. Confessions was a stellar album. It is a stellar album. All right. So he's just like, everyone's like bopping. It was very Atlanta Pride. Not Atlanta Pride, like how you do it. More like Atlanta, having pride within Atlanta and the culture and the music scene and things like that. For me, this is what this performance was celebrating. So he comes in, he does Confessions and everyone's bopping. Look, they're bopping. Goes into Nice and Slow. And then he goes into Burn. Look, Burn. And he sang the hell out of that because that's not an easy song to sing live. And I love the theatrics of the fire just, in the stage coming out around him. All right. All right. Usher did a good job. Like I said, what stood out to me the most was how much dancing he was doing and live singing that he was doing. All right. He even brought out, so he did Let It Burn, then he did You Got It Bad. Our girl, Her, came out. You know what I love? Her has a beautiful voice, but I love that in this moment, we weren't even focused on her beautiful voice. We were more focused on her coming out playing. Is that the bass? Yeah, no, I don't know these things. Her just coming out as a musician. She sang a little something. But I thought this was dope. Speaking of that, she posted a tweet, and I thought this was really, really sweet because she says how it started versus how it's going. Who would have thought? Thank you, Usher. Remember, she started out in this business very young. And that was her performing at a 49ers game. And now this is her performing for the Super Bowl where the 49ers are playing. So congratulations to her. Very, very talented. She's won so many awards. I can't believe how far she's come. I remember, her here in New York City just crafting, doing that whole artist development. And they came up with this idea of, we're not going to use your real name. We're going to go by this moniker, Her. And it was like this big mystery. They did a superb job. I'm so happy for her. Congratulations to her. A talented singer and musician. Loved that they celebrated that part of it. They went into I Need a Bad Girl. Her was still out there playing. I had to do a double take. I was like, is that will.i.am? It was. They performed OMG. And Usher came out in the skates. Okay? Usher came out in those skates. I was like, you better work, Usher. All right. I liked it. Is roller skates sort of like a thing in Atlanta? I don't know the culture. I'm thinking that maybe that's why he did it. I don't know. You guys will let me know in the chat. Is that a thing in Atlanta, roller skating? I thought it was cool. I don't think we've ever seen that at the Super Bowl. So I thought that was really cool. Then Lil John came out and did Shots Turned Down for what? Lil John still got it. All that yelling. I still got it. Then, of course, with Lil John coming out, we get into the song, Yeah, Yeah. I remember being in the club in my heyday. And that song, when that song used to come on, it's still when it comes on, I think people are just like, it's such a great song. So, of course, Ludacris also joins them. Ludacris looks, I forgot how much I like Ludacris as a rapper. He hasn't really rapped in a long time. The last time we heard Ludacris rap was his diss rap response to Cat Williams. But he has such a great voice and such a distinct voice. And he's a very talented rapper. Why did he stop? I know the Fast and Furious pays pretty well, but damn. It wasn't paying that well because I remember... Anyways. I'm just saying, there was a custody situation. And he was talking about how he didn't make that much money. And I was like, well... But now, you know, Fast and Furious is back going and he's working, so... All right, and then it goes into I turned the world to the A. Congratulations, Usher. I thought Usher, this is a great opportunity for Usher. We have to keep in mind, for those that don't know, and I think we remind you every single time we talk about the halftime performance, they are not paid for the halftime performance. And you're probably like, what? No, you're not paid for the halftime performance because it's free advertising. Usher was no dummy because he has a new album out. He announced a tour. So all of that was promoted during the halftime show. Literally at the end of his halftime performance, they announced, oh, he has a tour and the new album and all of that. Subsequently, reaps benefits for him because all of his songs are in the iTunes charts right now. All right? So Usher's not paid. They make a lot of money. But I will tell you this in regards to how Usher did. In regards to the ratings. So, according to this report from Forbes, they said that Usher's halftime performance at the Super Bowl of 2024 drew in 30.1 million households, more than the usually popular Dr. Dre halftime show in 2022 and Rihanna's in 2023. All right? We have to keep in mind, of course, people love Usher, but also, Taylor Swift was at this game. A lot of people were watching this game for a variety of different reasons. The Swifties are watching. So it was a combination. They're hoping to see Taylor dancing, to Usher and stuff like that. So it's a combination of all of that. Of course, congratulations, Usher. When you look at his catalog, when you look at his stats, he definitely deserves a lot more praise than he gets. He definitely deserves a lot more praise than he gets. So congratulations, Usher, on that. 30.1 million households watched Usher's performance. So you know what that means in regards to record sales, or in regards to his tour. I believe he even announced that he's adding more tour dates. So congratulations, Usher. I'm happy for him. Does that make him the king of R&B? So someone said that today in regards to Usher being the king of R&B. And I know some of you are going to say some other people's names, but I'm going to say right now, I'm giving it to Usher. Because if you're locked up and they won't let you out, you can't be considered. Just saying. In my book. Look, in my book. All right. Congratulations, Usher. As I said to you guys before, there was also a story that came out that Usher and his longtime girlfriend apparently got a marriage license in Vegas during this time. All right, Usher. I didn't even know he was dating. I mean, I guess I kind of knew that he was dating this woman. Remember when Usher used to like older women? A lot. He always was with an older woman. But I guess now that he's older, it's sort of like evened out. I don't even know how old this woman is. That's fantastic, Usher. We're happy for you. All right? All of it. But every time you sing Let It Burn, never mind. We're gonna stay focused. But you know what? Usher should be upset. A little bit. We have to keep in mind the halftime show is produced by Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Jay-Z is the actual person that called Usher and said, it's your time. This is your moment. You need to do the Super Bowl. Only for Beyonce to dominate the news. As soon as she announced, we had this Verizon commercial, which a lot of people were like, oh my God, we haven't heard Beyonce speak in such a long time. All right? We haven't heard Beyonce speak in such a long time. Well, the last time we were talking about Beyonce, we were talking about Beyonce at the Grammys and her having a meet and greet at the Grammys. Beyonce had a meet and greet at the Grammys, y'all. All right? She was at the Grammys wearing a cowboy hat, and something in my spirit said, she's doing that intentionally. And then I believed it even more when I saw that she was in Vegas and she was wearing a different cowboy hat. And I said to myself, I didn't think in my head an album was coming, but I was like, Beyonce's up to something. Beyonce's up to something. Sidebar, that Verizon commercial with Beyonce was really cute. And then, of course, in the commercial, it says, drop the music. Sidebar, there's rumors that Beyonce is going to be having a residency at the Sphere. And people believe that in the commercial, you see her on top of the Sphere, that's a hint. Well, Beyonce is not going to tell us until she tells us. I might have to get tickets, though, for that, because I can only imagine how incredible that was. I loved the commercial. I thought the commercial was really funny. Again, we haven't seen Beyonce do a commercial in a minute. Sidebar, Beyonce has a hair care line now. Have you guys tried it? Have you ordered it? Well, you haven't tried it yet, but have you ordered it? I'm not ordering it because, look, no hair. But look, good for her. Apparently, she's been working on it. Her and her mom have been working on it for a while. All right. Hope it does better than House of Darion. Anyone can get it. I'm playing. Okay, look. I've been seeing a lot of people repeat this, and people focus, and they say this, that you're nothing without your failures, okay? You learn more from your failures than your successes. Okay? Okay. Brat's doll says you can't order it yet. Okay. It's called, what is it called again? It's called, but spelled incorrectly. I forgot what it's called. It's all right. It's unimportant. You guys will know once it's available. All right. All right. So she made this announcement via the Verizon commercial that music was coming. So people were like, music's coming, Beyonce? Really? Music's coming? Yeah. So Beyonce announced that she's dropping a new project, Act 2, because everyone predicted, oh, Act 2 is the film, or Act 2 is the tour. No, Act 2 is an album, a country album. So she not only announced that she has a new album coming out, she also announced that she released two singles. Oh, thank you so much, Brad Stall. Brad Stall, you are a Beyonce stan. Sacred, but spelled incorrectly, which is fine. It's Beyonce. So not only that, she announced that she has a new album, Act 2 to the Renaissance, is coming out. It's country music. All right. It's country music. She released 2 songs. One is Texas Hold'em. Hold on, let me show you the artwork for that. Texas Hold'em. The other one was 16 Carriages. Which is your favorite? So as you can see here, for those that are watching this on YouTube, but for those that are listening to the podcast version of this, under Beyonce's name, the categorization originally said pop. But the fans have already been like, don't play. This is country. Variety, you said that these songs and this new album was going to be country inspired. No. It's country. And it's important to say that because this is their way of keeping us locked out of the country music space. But shout out to all of the black and brown people that have been the last few years making a name for themselves in country music. A lot of people. All right. Including K. Michelle. All right. But as you can see here on iTunes, they've updated it and they've changed it to country. It's no longer saying pop. Okay. So K. Michelle, because a lot of people, and I'll be honest with you, as soon as Beyonce announced this country album, I said to myself, oh, damn, before K. Michelle even came out with her country album. But K. Michelle has been slowly but surely working and developing this country space. Country album, but also working within the space. She's even collaborated with other country artists. All right. So she responded to someone's tweet. The person says, has anyone checked on K. Michelle? Not them adding K. Michelle. Like she won't respond. She said, B will bring pressure to country music. So K. Michelle responds and says, why would anyone need to check on me? I'm one of the greatest African American country singers of all times with no album even out. I love the confidence. She says, y'all been mentioning me all night. I'm just happy to be spoke about in my genre. I love B and will be supporting her like I always do. Well, what I love, and I said this last night because I love country music. For those that don't know, I've always loved country music. All right. And that's why recently, when I've seen a lot of black male and females in country music coming up. So Beyonce putting this focus and turning so many more people onto country music, I think is going to be great for them. I think they're going to feel the ripple effect. I did shout out to the Beyonce Stan accounts because you guys are updating me on a bunch of stuff. All right. So Beyonce Press says, and I apologize in advance for mispronouncing your name, Rhiannon Giddens, who plays banjo and viola on Texas Hold'em, has been the leading educator in the nation in making the public aware that the banjo was a black instrument before it became a white one. All right. So it's my hope that Beyonce, I'm not surprised, she's a Virgo, has done her due diligence and homework in cultivating a space and understanding how country music was started, especially within our community, and how we have been pushed out of that genre. And K. Michelle has been working on country music for a while now. If anything, hopefully this will open the door even wider for her to be accepted in these spaces. But Variety, this is not a country-inspired album. This is a country album. She's from Texas. She grew up with country music. All right? It's in her blood. All right? So we had that. Have you guys listened to it? Do you have a favorite? So Raphael Sadiq, as you know, also worked on Act 1 of The Renaissance. Apparently, Raphael also co-produced and co-wrote Beyonce's 2 country singles. All right, country singles, Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages. I don't know. I've been playing Texas Hold'em a lot because they're two very different songs. And, I'm really trying to get into my country. I meant to wear my country hat and stuff. Damn it. I forgot. Okay, I forgot. I had a hat and everything ready. But I was already late, all right? It's okay. So Beyonce really is leaning into her country bag. So the hat was a warning to us. So some fans are saying, Beyonce, I don't have any more money. We just got off an album, a tour, a film. I don't have any more money, Beyonce. Beyonce said, you're going to find that money. Beyonce says, you're going to find that money. All right? You're going to find the coins because there's going to be a tour. Damn, Beyonce, you're going to have a busy year. Like, you haven't even had a break. Well, maybe because she's not doing visuals. She didn't do any visuals for the first album. You think she's going to do visuals for the country one? I mean, look, she might. Let me say thank you because we got a couple of super chats. Guys, you're just joining us. We are doing Monday Hot Topics here on the channel. And don't forget, you can take us on the go by listening to us on the Kempire podcast. Before we get into that, I did want to remind you guys that today's live show is sponsored by our friends over at BetterHelp. As you know, I just tweeted over the weekend how important mental health is and how celebrities could benefit from, instead of tweeting or going on social media and complaining, they could do better from reaching out to a therapist. And that's exactly when I was tempted to complain or say something on social media, I was like, you know what? I'm going to reach out to my therapist and schedule an appointment. And BetterHelp has been really great about my schedule because, as you know, very busy, got a lot going on. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to my therapist and make an appointment. And I had no problem making an appointment. There was so much availability to my schedule. I was really excited about it. All right. And I was actually looking forward to it because I had already said, and I've told you guys this before, that my whole reason for starting therapy wasn't because I was in a reactive state. It was more like I need to be proactive. All right. But if you are in a reactive state and you need assistance, this is also great for you. All right. So if you're looking for, if you're thinking of starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. Like I said before, it's entirely online. It's designed to be convenient, flexible, and suited to your schedule. All right. Just fill out a brief questionnaire to get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time at no additional charge. That's important because finding the right therapist is like dating. It's like dating. You got to figure out who vibes with you, all right? But the questionnaire that you fill out helps. It helps, okay? All right, so become your own soulmate, whether you're looking for one or not. Visit betterhelp.com/Kempire today for 10% off of your first month. That is BetterHelp, HELP/Kempire. More information will be available in the description of the video or audio if you're listening to this. Thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's live show. All right, let me say thank you. Rahina, thank you so much for the super chat. Rahina says, hi, Kempire. I don't know why I went to my high voice. Today I was like, OMG, Kempire's not going to do a recap today since no Housewives. Thank God you are here. Here you are. I mean, originally was not going to, but then I had already thought in my mind. I was like, well, we can cover the Super Bowl and there was just so much to cover. We will be live again tomorrow, but later tomorrow. So tomorrow, our Tuesday takeover will not be at 12:30 p.m. Eastern, just because got a lot of stuff to do. It's prep time for our live show in DC on Friday. Speaking of live shows, guys, don't forget, I will be in Philly on March 7th. Tickets are now on sale. More information is available in the description of this video or audio if you're listening to this. So be sure to check that out if you're in the Philly area. A lot of you already been Philly. You showing up too. All right. If you're in the Philly area or in nearby area, you can be on March 7th. I'd like to see you guys. Thank you so much, Rahina, for the super chat. We appreciate the support. Kim, thank you so much for the super chat. Kim says, best part was that hubby and I enjoyed it as much as our Gen Z kiddos. Perfect choices for a family night. I was just having this conversation with my Pilates instructor, and she was asking the question whether or not Gen Z is into Usher. Apparently they are, which is great. I mean, he's still making music. Candace, thank you so much for the super chat. Candace says Usher put on for the A last night. Atlanta. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says Femtaro predicted Queen Bee's new album. When did she say this? I have to go back and watch the video. Candace, thank you so much for the super chat. Candace says B is crossing over into the same venue that built Taylor Swift, country. She's securing the album of the year 2025. Taylor can't cross into hip hop. Some people are speculating that Jay-Z's speech at the Grammys, we talked about that I don't think was it last week? It was probably last week. We were talking about his speech at the Grammys, talking about how Beyonce has never received album of the year. So people are now thinking, oh, was this the beginning of the rollout? Yes, this was the beginning of the rollout. That damn hat she was wearing, it was the beginning. That outfit she was wearing was the beginning of the rollout. I guess we'll have to wait and hear this country album. I'm not going to say just because she went into country that it automatically deserves, album of the year. I feel like she's had other projects that has deserved album of the year, but they haven't given it to her. Justin, thank you so much for the super chat. Justin says, those songs are whack. Oh, no. Come on. Sorry. Shout out to Kempire After Dark group chat. Hey, fam. Oh, wait. Wow. Well, you're supposed to save that for the group chat, not here. And the Beehive's going to come get you. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says, is your hat from Kimo Sabe? From Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. No, it's actually not. It's from Tennessee. It's not for Kimo Sabe. Sorry. Anyways, thank you so much for the super chat, Joe. Another one. Darlene, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate your support. Guys, you can also support the channel by liking the video. We have over 2,000 people here, but not even 600 likes. Can we get to 1,000 likes? Just saying, you're here. Why not? Liking the video is easy. Tamara, thank you so much for the super sticker. Appreciate your support as well. All right. All right, let me get back to this in regards to what we were talking about, guys. We were covering, of course, Usher's performance at the Super Bowl. Again, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs and Taylor Swift and her contract extension. I know you're probably thinking, what contract extension are you talking about? A relationship contract extension. You know that one. That contract extension. All right. Okay. What else? What else did I? Oh, let me just say thank you. Oh, I did. Okay. Let me take that out. There we go. Back to this. So I'm going to drop the call-in link for our members first, so you can share your thoughts on Usher, your thoughts on Beyonce's new album that is coming out on March 29th. All right. And I'm going to drop it for members first. Live chat, I'll drop it for you guys once we get to at least 1,000 likes. Come on, I'm not dropping it for less than that. Replay crew, and those of you that are listening, I'm going to keep the callers in for this particular live. All right? For this particular live, I'm going to keep the callers in just so that our podcast fam will be able to hear the callers. We don't do it all the time, but we're going to keep it in for today. All right? All right. So let me... And guys, I did want to mention, I haven't covered it here, but I'll briefly talk about it in regards to Nene Leakes and her tax debt. Oh, damn. Look, damn. All right. All right. So let me drop this for our members first. All right. And don't forget, guys, we will be live tomorrow for our Tuesday takeover. That's where we cover a variety of reality TV that we don't get to talk about anywhere else. We will also be talking about some hot topics as well. Luckily, we had today, so tomorrow we don't have to talk about the Super Bowl or anything like that. What I do want to ask you guys, though, for those that are calling in, do you think that Beyonce should have waited before making her announcement? Because to be honest with you, yes, this was an amazing opportunity for Usher, regardless. However, I have to say, like, I was going to do a video last night on Usher. I was going to do like a TikTok and things like that on Usher. And then I was like, oh my God, I had so much Beyonce news to cover that I put that to the side. Sorry, Usher, I'm being honest. I put it to the side because I was like, no, I got to cover the Beyonce of it all. Our friend Denver, from lovebscott.com, posted a tweet. Matter of fact, I need to look up the tweet. Damn, I don't have the thing in front of me. I have to read the tweet exactly how Denver said it. But let me just drop this call-in link for our members first. All right, members. Senior Royals, we're dropping the call-in link for you first. Royal Court members, we're dropping the call-in link for you next. And if you want to see our New York City live show, or at least part of it, be sure to check out our members on YouTube. That's where you'll be able to see it. Senior Royals have full access to it. All right. Team Kempire members, we're dropping the call-in link for you as well. All right. All right. So, Nene Leakes. Damn, Nene. What is going on, Nene? Like, what is going on? Nene Leakes. Oh, okay. So I just did a report on Nene and this situation that she's going through in regards to her money. So a lot of people were wondering, Nene, why are you doing Zeus? Why are you hosting Baddies East on Zeus? Oh, thank you so much, Breon. I just saw this. Thank you for the update. So according to Breon, she says, Kempire, People, the magazine, has confirmed Larsa and Marcus breakup. I mean, it was kind of obvious, though. Right? It was kind of obvious. I mean, that's part of the reason why I said allegedly, but it was very obvious what exactly what she was doing on social media last night when she's supposed to be watching the Super Bowl with us. So, yeah. Anyways, so back to this. So Nene Leakes is back in the news. I did a separate video on this, so you can get the full details there. Be sure to check that out. But I just want to summarize what Radar Online is reporting. So apparently Nene owes like 5 figures in back state taxes. All right. Approximately, she owed $17,785.22 for various years. It's now $28,593.24 due to interest and fees. That's not the only thing, because apparently Nene, remember I did a report that Nene was being sued by her former landlord of the Swag Boutique, and then she was on social media saying, I ain't got to pay that. That was in Greg's name. And a lot of you lawyers said, well, technically based on Georgia state law, she's kind of right. However, Nene never responded. She never responded to the lawsuit. So they won a default judgment. So the landlord ended up getting, I'll tell you right now what they ended up getting and why it ends up to be like $25,000 total. So they got the $22,000 in back rent. All right. They got the $22,000 in back rent. Then they got $2,315 in attorney's fees and another $400 in court costs. So I don't understand why she wouldn't respond. I mean, I get it. You're saying that you don't, you legally don't have to pay it, but not to respond at all now leads you to having to pay it. All right. So that's not the only thing that she faced. Apparently, last year, Nene was also hit with a lawsuit by a company called Photography by Ace. The suit said that Nene hired this photographer to take photos at the Lenithia Lounge, but failed to pay invoices submitted. A judge granted the company a default judgment. Damn, Nene. So you remember probably a couple of years ago, we did a separate story about Nene's swag boutique in the DMV. All right. Apparently, she closed that boutique and didn't tell the employees, allegedly. This is what they alleged back then. Like, the business is very funny. It's very funny. Not like ha-ha funny, like, what's going on over here? So a lot of you have been asking, why did she do Zeus and that reunion? That's so not with her brand when you were part of like Bravo and all of that. Well, now it's starting to look a little clearer. Maybe for the money. There were rumors. I allegedly, that I feel like she was putting out the rumors that she was returning to Bravo. Maybe in hopes that it would happen. I don't know. You guys will let me know. I wanted to add it to the docket of hot topics that we are covering today here for our special Monday live show. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't already, be sure to like the video. We have over 2,000 of you here watching. So I said we got to get to at least 1,000 likes before I drop the call and link for the general audience. But let me look at the members in the backstage. Hold on. We got quite a few members backstage, so we're good. If you're a member of the channel, head on over to the community tab for more details in regards to how you can call in. All right. Let me say thank you, Bianca. Thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kim, thank you so much for the super chat. Kim says, did you see the NFL edited Alicia's opening note? They did? I did not see. I didn't see the official NFL video that they usually post on YouTube. Did they fix it? Oh, that's hilarious. I mean, did they fix the entire performance? Okay. Because it was a bit sharp throughout. But okay, but maybe they did. Maybe they did. I got to go listen. Look, I defended Alicia. I think she's great live if you go see her on tour. She's great. She knows what she's doing on tour. But some of these spot performances can be a little rough. It's all right, though, Alicia. You're still iconic. You're still a legend in your own right. You have some iconic songs that you have written and produced. Just saying. They fixed it all. Nikita says yes. That note is scrubbed. I mean, we will never forget it for those that have saw it live. I'm sorry, Alicia. Congratulations, though. Oh, okay. All right, let me get to some callers because this is getting awkward. Let me bring up my again, callers. Please remember that you're calling in over your own free will, and you agree not to use profanity or derogatory comments. Yeah. Let me put up my disclaimer here. All right. Moving on. We're going to bring up Wendy first. Wendy's backstage. Wendy, what's going on? What are your thoughts on anything that we talked about? We talked about Super Bowl. We talked about Beyonce's new album. We talked about Nene Leakes. We talked about Lark's falling apart. What did you want to talk about?
Okay, first, I don't care about Larkis, number one. I don't care. I don't care about Kardashians either.
Oh.
But I can't believe I beat Alex. I'm like, oh my gosh. But you did not mention what Jermaine Dupri have on. He looked like he was a little boy at church doing the Easter speech. And when I looked at him, I said, Jesus wept. With those ruffled socks and them hard bottom shoes, I was like, no, you did not. We was checking them all day, and I was like, Jesus wept.
You missed it. I did mention Jermaine Dupri.
You did? I didn't
Uh-huh.
hear you. I
But
must have
then,
been
then
on
I
the
then I
interview.
quickly moved on like he's a legend. We could give him his respect.
But we can't respect that outfit. I'm sorry. I was like, what in the heck? I was like, at first I thought it was CeeLo. And I said, okay, I can expect that from CeeLo. But Jermaine Dupri, come on. Okay. So that's all I gotta say. Love you. Gotta call these clients. So had
Okay.
to say that.
Thanks,
All right.
Wendy. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. She got to call those clients. Come on now. All right. Joe's backstage. We're going to bring up Joe next. Thank you, Joe, for so many of the super chats. We appreciate your support. What's going on?
Yeah, no, it's happy Monday.
You too.
Um, yeah, so I think from the release of the first Renaissance album to when the concert started, it's probably like 10 months in between, right? So technically, the audience could still save up for 10 months before, they actually start going to the concerts.
Good
So
point.
there's time. And then the thing about Nene and the debt, I think this could be a good idea for Carlos King to come up with a new series, like the Real Housewives of Atlanta Debtors edition. Like you have Nene, you have Kim Zolciak, you have Sheree, you have Patricia. It'll be a great show. That's it. Bye.
Bye. Not Patricia. Live chat. We have over 2,000 people here. Be sure to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Thank you so much, Kim, for the super chat. Kim says, explains memes grace towards Kimsy's downfall. Explains Nene's grace towards Kim Zolciak's money issues. Got it, Kim. Is that Kim Zolciak? Is that you? Look, is that you, Kim? Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie says, thanks, KSPN. Airy for my 49ers. Travis, hold on. Oops, sorry. Is a piece of, for shoving Coach Reed. Anger management is needed. Watch out, Swifties. Thought the halftime show. Damn. I did see a story where I didn't realize it was that. I didn't see the video of Travis shoving the coach. Well, look, anger management. Okay. Yulette, thank you so much for the super sticker. We appreciate your support of the channel as well. Guys, you can also support just by liking the video, just by giving us a 5-star rating on on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. I mean, on Google Podcasts too as well. All right, let's get back to some of our callers. We've got Dewan backstage. Dewan, what's your thoughts on Beyonce, the Super Bowl, or anything that you wanted to talk about that we covered?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing? Can you hear me?
I'm barely, but yeah.
Can you hear me a little better? I'll speak louder.
Yes.
I with the Nene thing, swag that was in the National Harbor, which is like 45 minutes from me. That was COVID related. COVID had just kind of happened, and they had opened up National Harbor, and then it shut down completely. And so I feel like that's why the business. Because I remember she had the grand opening and everything.
Yeah.
And then the Lenithia, she said it was because Greg's death, and she said it was more for Brent and Greg. But I'm sad she shut that down because I frequent Atlanta, and I love to go in there because it was cool, and there were always like Bravo celebrities or even Atlanta celebrities just chilling in there. So it was a cool experience. I'm sad for her, and I hope she gets her paper together. But I know Nene and her songs, remember, so she got the bag. Usher, I was not impressed.
Oh.
I thought it was, for me, the standard is Beyonce and Prince. Those two shows were fantastic. I thought that Usher was good, but he tried to do so many songs that we didn't get one song. All we got was Screaming. And I'm like, okay, it was good, but people are saying it was the greatest Super Bowl halftime show ever.
Oh, who's saying that? Who said that?
People, and I'm like, okay.
Oh.
I'll see you. Be safe.
You too. Take care. Wow. I don't know if I would say all that, but okay. I thought it was a good performance. Like I said, the mic was on. Will I go back and rewatch it? Maybe. All right. Sharon's backstage. What's going on, Miss Sharon?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. How about those Chiefs?
Congratulations to your Chiefs.
Yes, Kansas City, Missouri, gotta represent. I'll be able to see the Lombardi trophy in about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to the Capitol and see it. It's about 2 miles down the road from the house. So
Oh.
yeah, I'm in the capital of Missouri.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought the performance was great, but like the other callers, I thought the songs could have been a little longer.
Hmm.
Um, I caught Alicia Keys. I taped the game. I'm watching the game again. So, but
You're
I
watching the
caught
game
the
again, even though you know how it ends.
right. I keep my games because in the summer I get bored and something to watch, so I watch football games. But I thought the performance was great. A lot of people were talking about the mic issues, but
Hmm.
I didn't hear any mic issues. So I
Hmm.
don't know what they were really talking about. I thought that, it was great. And to the response to the person who said about uh Kelsey pushing the coach, that's passionate. He's passionate about the game. He wanted to win. They wanted that second ring, really it'd be his third ring with the Chiefs. But there was the guy that was supposed to catch that ball. He fumbled it, and the 49ers got it back. Chelsea thought he should have been on that play instead of him, and he wouldn't have dropped it. And so that's why he was so upset that that the coach pulled him out. So
Hmm.
that's where that came from. And
Okay.
I'm glad they didn't show Taylor all night, but
They showed
that's
her
another
enough.
story. Huh?
They showed her enough.
They showed her enough. And you're correct. I'll be glad when this contract is up.
Oh. Thanks
Talk
for
to you
sharing.
later,
Take
Kempire.
care. Bye. Lord. All right, we're gonna continue to take some more callers, guys. Then I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna enjoy my evening because normally we're recapping Married to Medicine, but Married to Medicine and Real Housewives of Potomac will be back next week. Next week. All right. Miss Janelle's backstage. Janelle, what's going on?
Bonjour, Kempire.
What's going on?
You know what? I lost my voice
Oh, really?
because
I couldn't
I
tell.
lost my voice because I was yelling so much watching the game last night. I'm a big football fan.
Did you go to a
Go
Super Bowl
Chiefs,
party?
huh?
Did you go to like a Super Bowl party?
I was supposed to throw one, but then I couldn't get my place clean, and I ain't trying to have people in mess. So I canceled it, and I just enjoyed it by myself. But Lord, no, I love me some football. And also, to second what the caller before me said,
Hmm.
now I got an article alert from Daily Mail saying the Swifties are warning Taylor Swift about Travis Kelsey, about him yanking at Andy Reid. It's a red flag. I was like, shut up. Shut up. Y'all sound so dumb. Like, y'all be pointing out red flags about the stupidest mess in the world. First off, it is passion. Two, if anybody who is familiar with football will know, those athletes will be the first one to tell you they get very passionate when it comes to games like this. And also on top, and they work their whole lives to get to a situation like the Super Bowl. And what
Hmm.
happened is his teammate dropped the ball and Andy Reid, the coach, took him out of the game. He was yelling at him saying, "Put me back in the game, put me back in the game."
Hmm.
That's what he was saying. Thank you, lip readers out in the Twitter world, for lip reading what Travis Kelsey was saying. So like y'all need to calm down. And like I was like, y'all be acting crazy for no reason. Like stick to your girl and shush. I thought the Usher halftime show should have been longer. I was living my best life. And yeah, that note Alicia made, that's gonna live in infamy. And it made me think about the tweet where the person said, God, please give Alicia back her voice after she stole that woman's man. Um, yeah, Alicia, we love you though. But anyway, I had myself a good old time, and and also I'm not surprised about Larkus. I'm not surprised.
Is that what we're calling him? Hashtag Larkus.
I'm not surprised about Larkus. Well, Kempire, I know T about Marcus, so that's why
Hmm.
I'm not surprised. That's why I'm not
Contract is
surprised.
up.
Huh?
The
It
con.
matches up completely. Okay, I'm from Orlando. I've
Mm.
heard multiple stories about that man. It makes sense. Okay,
Mm.
it's just, and also he is an influ. I heard in the last live you did. He is an influencer. He owns 2 sneaker stores for his daddy. So yeah. But anyway, I'm gone over time, and I ain't got no more voice. But
Go rest your voice.
I will go rest my voice. Because next time I call, I gotta be fresh. And so clang clang, ow ow.
Oh.
Okay,
All right. Boshing
Bye,
out.
Kempire. Oh God, you heard the creak. Oh, I sound like Alicia. Oh, I gotta go. Bye.
Y'all are a mess. A sidebar. First of all, the Taylor Swift and Kelsey, Travis Kelsey relationship is not real, so I'm not worried about any red flags. Second of all, I'm not going to call pushing your coach passionate. I'm sorry. You can be passionate about the game, but you don't have to put your hands on anybody. Third of all, why are we talking about football? We're going to bring up Judgy Justice next. Judgy Justice, what are your thoughts on some of the hot topics that we're covering today?
All right, so I like the football game. I made $900 betting. So yeah, for a girl who don't follow like this, I'll be watching little stats, hit them parlays, ran it up, and I ran away. Got my money and left, dipped.
Oh.
And then the next thing is I think that I did like Usher's show, but it was just too short, and I don't think it was enough fun compared to like all the other things. So we have Rihanna up in the sky and stuff. So I think it was just a hard one to follow up on. And then also there was a video on like a TikTok about people using Alicia's voice as like squeakiness for like, your doors and your handles and all the things you need W40 for.
You know what?
And then Beyonce is actually making a smart business move. Everything's moving to country right now. Country's like the next biggest thing where everyone's trying to pump more things. So I see why her brand is going that way. Why not expand your platform? I think all she's done in like music for the R&B, pop, hip hop era, it's all done in a sense. So I think this is a great evolution for her. I'm sorry I'm going over. And the last thing I want to say is that y'all need to save y'all money because she's going to be going on concert. She's going to be going on tour a lot more frequently now that everything's back open because she's going to have to play these songs and also incorporate with her new things. So we're going to be seeing this new, like she's saying, this is why she was saying the Renaissance, why it was themed to Houston and Texas. It was all building up to this moment. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care. Here's the thing. We have to also keep in mind, if you're a Beyonce fan, you know that Beyonce has implemented country music in her last few projects, including this last Renaissance. So the country influence has always sort of been there. And she's also from Texas. And also, Black people originated country music. Just want to remind you guys. It's Black History Month. So it's important to remind you. It's important to remind you. All right. We're going to move on. Let me just say, thank you. We had quite a few. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. We appreciate the support. But guys, for those that are watching in the bushes, you can also support by liking. I won't know that you liked it. It's okay. It's all right. Shout out to the 8. Remember back in the day, for those that have been around here a long time, when they used to let you know on YouTube how many people disliked the video. Well, my streaming platform lets me know how many people disliked the video. And remember how we used to guess who disliked the video by the number? So we have 8 people. Who did I insult during all the Larsa fans? All 8 were Larsa fans or Marcus fans. Larcus. Keela, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh, there we go. Keela says, rumor has it B is doing a Vegas residency. Keela, you must have just joined us. We talked about that, and there was like a hint in the commercial where it looks like Beyonce's on top of the spear, and people were thinking, is that her way of telling us that she's going to Vegas? I mean, I would do Vegas for Beyonce. I'm just wondering how it's going to be harder to get tickets because the entire world are going to try and get tickets to see Beyonce at the Spear. Julie, thank you so much for another super chat. Julie says, did anyone see Kenya in the new Lifetime movie? That also came out this weekend. No, I did not because I don't have Lifetime, but I'm going to get it for the Wendy Williams doc. Just saying. Joe, thank you so much for another super chat. Joe says, Erica will open for Beyonce's Vegas residency. Why are you lying?
Lies! The lie!
Okay. It's me, MK. Thank you so much for the super chat. MK says, hold on. There we go. Why are Real Housewives of Miami reviews not live? Miss Caller's shade. Because I don't have the time. Because I don't have the time. All right. But you're still getting reviews. It could be you don't get a review at all. We could also do that. Just saying. It's me, MK. Thank you so much for the super chat. Travis's temper was nasty. Taylor, you in danger, girl. Oh. Keela, thank you so much for another super chat. Keela says, I hope a man isn't passionate to me like that. Just saying. Joe, thank you so much for the super chat. Joe says Janelle follow up for his dad or for his daddy. I can't even make sense of that right now. Bianca, thank you so much for the super chat. Bianca says, seeing you in DC this weekend. OMG. Why are you nervous, Bianca? I'm the one performing. Look, don't be nervous. And shout out to those of you that are coming with yourself, meaning that you're not coming with anyone. It's fine. Please understand, a bunch of people from our New York show came by themselves, and they were concerned. They're like, oh my God. And they said it turned out to be fine. It turned out to be fine coming with just yourself. So please feel free. Don't forget, guys, we will also be coming to Philly on March 7th. March 7th, I'll be in Philly at the City Winery. So go get your tickets. Tickets are now available, and we will be announcing more dates. I think next week we will be announcing more dates for other cities. So stay tuned for that. All right. Tyler's backstage. We're going to bring Tyler up next. Tyler, what's going on?
Hi, Kempire. I just want to say this. With Usher, his performance was not the best, but it was amazing to see a black male R&B singer up there singing about like what we're used to, not F these B's and all that. Like really going through his catalog, and I was happy to see him have his moment because he deserved it. But Alicia Keys with the "Some People Want It All," no. But other than that, that was awful. But as far as Beyonce, I think that it's amazing that she's going into country because there are artists like K. Michelle who has been trying for years. And I think Beyonce taking the charge and finally getting it out there, other black female artists or black male artists will be able to break into that genre as well. So I am happy that Beyonce is doing that because I've heard some of, I'm from Memphis, but I've heard some of K. Michelle's songs where she sings country and she sounds amazing. It's almost as if she should have started off with that instead of R&B. So I'm so happy that Beyonce is going in that line. But that's all I wanted.
Can you imagine though if K. Michelle had? I think we probably wouldn't know who K. Michelle is if she did, unfortunately.
Yes.
So I think it would
have been great for her. I truly do because her country music sounds amazing.
Yeah, and she's a talented songwriter. And look, like I said, I feel like Beyonce doing this is going to help usher in, people like K. Michelle, and for those that are already in this genre. So I think this is a good thing.
Yes, because Beyonce recognizes her power. So while everybody is throwing shade, thinking that she's raining on people's parade, I think she's opening up doors and she's doing that intentionally.
All right, Tyler. Thank you so much for calling in. All right. Okay. One of the things I'm surprised that the callers haven't weighed in because one of the things that people have been debating was, I meant to look up that tweet. Damn it. I meant to look up the tweet and I didn't pull up the tweet. Hold on, y'all. I meant to look up this tweet that Denver wrote on social media. So let me see if I can find his tweet. Because I can summarize it because I kind of remember what he said. Denver from lovescott.com posted a tweet that went viral basically in regards to basically what Beyonce did was propose at Usher's wedding. Meaning like she kind of took his moment. And I remind you that Jay-Z produces this halftime show. So Jay-Z fully knew that Beyonce was going to be making this announcement. And look, Usher still benefits from this opportunity. His songs are selling, his tour is selling. All of this is still beneficial to him. But it did take away from his moment. Because I told you, literally, I was going to cover a story. And I prioritized Beyonce's announcement over Usher. Sorry, Usher. But we're talking about you now, Usher. So I prioritized Beyonce over Usher. But do you guys think that basically she proposed at his wedding? That's how I felt. Literally, when Denver said that, I was like, that is perfectly said. I mean, like, that's exactly what happened. And Jay-Z fully knew. I wonder if Usher knew. I think Beyonce's notoriously very private, so I can't imagine that Usher knew. I think only her team of people knew. But Beyonce's literally at this game, just eating and drinking. And literally the world is reeling from this announcement that her new project is coming out. Act 2 is coming out on March 29th. Okay. But like I said, look, there's room for everyone. And Beyonce, look, she's a marketing genius. You think she's going to miss out on an opportunity to announce her next part of her project, and she has a Super Bowl commercial, and it's a completely different genre than we're used to, and it's the genre that a lot of people that are watching the Super Bowl are into. Of course she's going to announce it at the Super Bowl. It makes complete sense. You announce country music at the Super Bowl because they listen to the majority of people that are watching are country music fans. So congratulations, Beyonce. Marketing genius, but if I was Usher, I might feel away. But Usher's still winning. Okay? All right. Last but definitely not least, thank you guys so much for almost 2,000 of you that have been watching on multiple platforms. We appreciate you being a part of our special Monday of Hot Topics. We're going to bring up one last caller. Erica, what is going on? What are your thoughts on what we've been talking about this afternoon?
Wow, I feel so special. I'm the last caller.
Yes, and thank you for being a member.
I'm very excited. Okay, couple of things. I watched the members only video that you posted of your Kempire After Dark in New York, and I'm having serious FOMO, so I am anxiously waiting for you to announce your other dates. So
where are you?
Shout outs
Erica,
to you.
Where are you located?
I'm in Toronto.
Oh yes. We're talking about Toronto.
Yeah, so fingers crossed that you have a Canadians love you too. Don't forget about us.
I know you guys do. Shout out to everyone in Canada. If you're in Canada, let us know in the live chat and the replay crew.
Because there's a lot, because I always feel like a lot of like R&B acts and concerts, they don't come here, and it's like, why don't you guys come here? Like Canadians love R&B too.
I love Toronto.
We always get missed.
I love the food.
Yeah. So I don't know, but I watched it and kudos to you. It looked like it was a great show, and I feel like I missed the part of the show with all the juicy chat. So I feel like that was so intentional where you cut it off. So I'm like, I need to experience this live.
Look, Beyonce's not the only marketing genius here.
I was just going to say, you're learning, Grasshopper. You're learning.
Learning from the best.
Okay, a couple of things. Beyonce, she's definitely going to do a residency in Vegas, and I can imagine what that's going to be like. If it was hard to get tickets to Usher, hard to get tickets to Odell, Beyonce is going to be like literally like winning the lotto to get tickets to that show. But like, I'm totally here for it. I definitely missed out on the Renaissance concert this summer and all of that, so I'll probably have to like go to part 2 if she does another tour. But I was thinking about her going into the country music genre space and what Jay-Z was saying at the Grammys last week. And I have this weird feeling, wouldn't it be something if she won Album of the Year in the country music for like her country music album?
Some people were speculating that in the live chat earlier.
Yeah, I was like, this is probably going to be where she gets Album of the Year. Out of all of her projects and everything that she's done, this is where she's going to get it. So there is definitely a lot of behind us. It's interesting to see how she's playing it right now. I mean, she's just a genius altogether.
Yeah.
Second thing, it's very ironic that Larsa and Marcus broke up after the reunion for Real Housewives of Miami was filmed.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what she says about Marcus at the reunion. Because now we're just going to know that she's really full of it because this was just kind of coincidental that this news is coming out like now.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Usher's performance was great. I think that his songs, it was just a little bit too much of like a mashup. Like I would have wanted to hear more of his songs, but I mean, he did well. I think anytime they pick a performer, I can't remember the last time there was anybody that wasn't decent. I mean, the best one was Beyonce because I mean, it was Bruno Mars and I can't remember the guy from Coldplay's name right now. Their performance was amazing, but that's a hard act to follow. But he did really well, and you know what? It's encouraging me to buy tickets to his tour. I'm definitely gonna go. So.
Okay, see, it worked. Yeah. You fell for it.
Yeah, I fell for the hype. So I'm falling for your hype too. Like I said, don't forget about Canada. I'll keep dropping it to you and sending you DMs like Toronto date, question mark.
we're working on it. I've definitely mentioned Toronto, so we're definitely working. But Canada, that might be the only place we go. So
that's saying. Okay. Sorry to my other provinces, but Toronto's it's okay.
All right,
I mean,
Erica,
it's
thank you so
fine.
much. Take care.
Thank you very much. You have a great night.
You
Take
too.
care.
Bye. Oh, this was fantastic, y'all. I'm so glad, every once in a while we're able to do a mashup of hot topics. Tomorrow we will have our Tuesday takeover. It will be at a later time tomorrow. That's when we will talk about 90 Day Fiance. We'll talk about the traders, all of that. Stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you turn on your notifications. And don't forget to subscribe to our podcast, Kempire, on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. While you're there, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. Valentine's Day is this week. You still can use the Rose Forever discount code Kempire 40 for $40 off. Plus, you can get free worldwide shipping with the additional code of influencer. Be sure to check that out if you haven't already. And don't forget, today's live show is sponsored by our friends over at BetterHelp. More information on how you can get 10% off of your first month will be available in the description of this video and audio if you're listening to this. Thank you to all of you that called in. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. We had some more super chats. Lady D. Hannah, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, my son is an NFL agent. He said Kelsey grabbing the coach is a violation and he should have been fined. We know why he wasn't. Well, is it too late to fine him? Remember, the game just happened yesterday. So I wonder if it's too late to fine him. But that's good to know. Thank you so much, Lady D, for letting us know. I'm not going to label that passion. I'm going to label that aggression. Angela, thank you so much for the super chat. Angela says, I loved you and Alicia Keys. Wait, I loved you and Alicia Keys missed the key. Wait, what am I? Wait. Thank you so much, Angela, for the super chat. We appreciate your support. And what does the SGROHO mean? You guys will let me know in the chat. Because if y'all give me sports analogies right now, don't confuse me. Look, don't confuse me. You know I'm already a little confused with KSPN. All right? All right. I want to round out this conversation by saying this. A couple of things in regards to the Super Bowl. And first of all, we talked about on our Tuesday takeover what Jay-Z had to say in regards to the album of the year situation. And I said to you, with all that Jay-Z and Beyonce has achieved, I'm shocked. And I get it. They're artists. They're sensitive. The Grammy is the ultimate, especially if you're of a particular age. The Grammy is like the ultimate recognition for your art. But I just feel like both of you have done so much. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Like, I see Jay-Z say this, and I'm just a little like, I see Drake who says that the Grammy should not be what it is to us anymore. So, thank you so much. Crown by K says, the initials represent Sigma Gamma Rho sorority. Thank you. It's like, I don't know, I can't keep up. I thought it was some sports terminology. Thank you so much. But yeah. So I don't understand why that's so important to Beyonce. Yes, if you look at the stats of the album of the year and how many black women or black men have won that, it's not a lot. But at the same time, I'm sort of like, at this point, make your own awards. Make your own bar. I just don't see why we're putting so much value on the Grammys at this point. But I say all that to say, Usher did a fantastic job at the Super Bowl. The mic was on. That is what stood out to me the most, that he was singing full voice, dancing up a storm. He had his moment. You can't take that away from him. You can't take away all of what he's going to achieve from having this moment and the ripple effect of what that means. So congratulations to him on new albums out, coming home. And, of course, he announced a tour. Congratulations. Congratulations to Larsa. They're over. People Magazine's confirming that relationship is over. Nene, go pay your bills. And that's it. Guys, be sure to check out the Nene story that I just posted here on YouTube if you missed it. You can get the full report on that whole situation there. Thank you all for being here. And of course, most importantly, thank you to our members of the channel, our subscribers, and our King's Guards. We could not do this without our King's Guards. I hope you guys have been treating our King's Guards with a lot of respect. Sidebar, a reminder to everyone in the chat, members, subscribers, please understand, you will be banned if you are derogatory or disrespectful to anyone in the chat. I say that because apparently some folks need a reminder. All right. I meant to say this at the top, but I'll say it again tomorrow. Please be respectful of each other. And even if you have differing opinions, but if you start saying derogatory things, you will be blocked from the channel. All right. Our King's Guards are there for a reason. They're there to warn you on my behalf because I can't see every comment. All right. But they do report back to me when someone is being a problem. So please understand you will be blocked if you're not respectful of each other in the live chat. All right. Let's create a safe space for everyone here in this community so that everyone can have a differing opinion, but feel safe enough to share that opinion here or call in and share that opinion. All right. We don't all have to agree, but we can respect each other. All right. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to everyone that sent in a super chat. Thank you so much, Expat Lifestyle. We appreciate the super sticker as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate the support. But guys, you can also support just by liking the video. Just by liking the video, just by sharing the video, just by telling a friend to tell a coworker about what we're building here on both here on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. Be sure to follow us on all platforms because you just never know what you're missing out on. All right. Be sure to check out our podcast as well. I will be uploading the audio version of this so you can take us on the go. So subscribe to Kempire on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. And while you're there, don't forget to give us a 5-star rating. All right. I will see you guys tomorrow for our Tuesday takeover. It will probably be in the late afternoon, evening. So stay tuned for that. All right, y'all. Let's get out of here. I will see you all later. All right. Bye.
Walking like a G, sipping Hennessy, president of sweet, looking like a young Barack Obama. Skipping to the beat, giving hella heat. I'ma need a seat just to count up all these dots and commas. I think it's evident I'm the better man, I'm the jam. I'ma have you crushing like a 4-wheel monster. Who you know who looking like this for real? Who you know who looking like this? Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll add the fuel. Follow my lady, just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool. Weight up on my shoulders, all this jewelry on me. I wear my shades inside cause I go blind just looking down. Walking like the man, sipping Chardonnay on the balcony, looking like a young Elvis Presley. I've been overseas, I've been underneath, I ain't never seen nothing like a person 12 o'clock. I don't know nobody looking like that, I don't know nobody looking like that. I don't know nobody looking like that, I don't know nobody looking like that. Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up.